Hello everyone. I hope that you are not scared by this close-up today because today I'm showing the gua sha of the eyes, which I have to show in close proximity so that the operation can be seen clearly. So TCM, Chinese medicine, actually believes that eyesight is closely related to the liver, and because liver and gallbladder are also interrelated, that's why both gallbladder and liver are very crucial for the health of our eyes. For example, when we have dry eyes, we think that it's because the liver water is insufficient. And when we have this blurry vision or the vision has been deteriorating, that's because the liver blood is insufficient. And some people that have this problem of with the wind blowing on their eyes, then they will have tears dropping out. That means they cannot control the tears. So for Chinese medicine, it's because of the liver wind is very weak. And some people that have this itchy or red eyes, and this for Chinese medicine, we believe that it's because of the wind or this hotness in the liver meridian. So all of the eye symptom is actually being correlated with the liver. So in today's video, we will be doing some gua sha on the eyes and some critical acupoint that is related to the liver. Okay, I hope the video will help you. I'm very sure if you do the eyes gua sha consistently, it will really help to improve your eyes. Okay, so now I'll be showing the gua sha for the eyes. Now we have two main types of jade. You see the jade gua sha pan here. We will pick the top one, which is for the face. You can see that their shape are different. You know, and this is bigger, of course, for the body. This is smaller for the face, and this curvature actually fits the curvature of the face, and this curvature actually fits the curvature for the jawline. So we will be using the face gua sha board. So I'm using the gua sha oil for the face. The medical, I mean, it's infused with a lot of medical oil. I mean, like various kind of Chinese herb that is good for the skin, so it's good for the eyes as well. Okay, so we have to make sure that we have sufficient oil or cream, also okay, on the eyes or on the face before we do the gua sha. So apply a generous amount, and of course don't let it go into your eyes. Okay, so the first point is this point is the inner eyes, top of it there's a hole. So the acupoint is usually resides on some kind of hole, because that means that that place, the bone structure is more like, you know, like a deep hole, so the blood and flow is harder to flow through, and that's why it is kind of like a limiting factor acupoint. So we have to stimulate the acupoint so that the flow can be better. So this is not like a general you know, like gua sha scraping. It's you want to focus on the acupoint and stimulate the point. So okay, the first point is this one. So as I say, is this point. So we put the pan here and we move it 1, 2, 3, 4, and top 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, I have actually a knot here. I can feel it. That's why I have actually some dry eyes symptoms. So I have to do this very frequently. I hope that you know, like every time when I gua, then it will get better. So I hope that I can solve it. You can feel for the knots here. So people with a knot here, in Chinese medicine we call it the kidney water, cannot easily come out to the eyes to supply the water for the eyes. That's why the eyes will be tends to be drier. Okay, and when we gua, we don't actually, you know, like I said, we don't move it move it like that. So we actually fix it on one point, and we move it on top of the skin. I hope you understand what I mean. So it's a localized point movement, you know. So if you have problem with your eyes, especially dry eyes, probably you will feel some knot here, okay, like around here. So okay, so this is the first point. The second point is actually this point. So this area along the nose bridge and this curve also need to be stroked. So like for me also there are some resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on your eyes condition. Okay, so okay, the second point is actually here. Oh, you see it's a bit red, so meaning there's some blockage. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the starting of the eyebrow. Okay, so okay, the next point will be the center of the eyebrow. Okay, with respect to your eyeball. Okay, this point. So this point, put the board flat and massage it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever you feel that, if let's say that point has some knots or is pain, you can spend more effort and time on focusing on that point to try to clear the drain. It's like, you know, like remove the dirt. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next point is at the end of the eyebrow here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The next point, okay, this point is for especially if you have puffy eyes. This point, you can focus and try to drain this point, because this is part of the triple burner meridian. So it's to remove the water in the body. Okay, so you can try to gua around the end of the eyebrow here. It can help to reduce puffy eyes. Okay, the next point is this point here outside of the eyes. So this one we will link it, we will push it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this point. Okay, the next point is below the eyeball, so directly below the eyeball here. So I'll show the photo here. There are two acupoint here. One is exactly on the you know, because eyes here there's a socket, so exactly at the end of the socket you can tilt it, or you can you know, like you can rub it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course you don't pull the skin, you know, the skin around the eyes are very delicate. Okay, so just move it and a little bit below it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's one round of eye massage. Okay, so now I'll do a quick round of the whole repeat cycle. Okay, the first point start from here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make circle to rub it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that close the whole circle. So totally there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here we take this route as also 1 point, so totally 8 points. So if you have puffy eyes, as I mentioned, you focus on this point behind, around this area. You can just try to scrape it, you know, behind the end of the eyebrow. And if let's say you feel that your eyesight has been deteriorating, you have to provide more, because in Chinese medicine we believe that the eye is related to the liver, so you have to provide more liver blood to the eye. So focus on the top, directly above and below the eyeball, which is here, this point, center of the eyebrow, and these 2 points below of the eyebrow. And if you have dry eyes, this inner eye point is very critical, so this whole path. But in general, I would suggest to just do around the eyes massage every day. You can do it 2 times. It will be very helpful for your eyesight, and you can focus on the area with the node, you know, and some pain point. You can slowly and gently try to release it. You will definitely feel a significant, because eyes are related to the liver meridian. So there are 2 points which is important for liver meridian below the nipples. So if let's say the liver blood supply is not enough, we can do gentle stroking. And of course you can do you know, with the cloths lifted and put the oil and do the gua sha. It's not easy for me to show, so I just show it you know, like on top of the clothes. Actually it also works, but it's just that the stimulation is less significant, I would say. The next point is on the leg. So there's a round bone here, is called the patella. So on the inner top area here of the patella, okay, so this area you can put some oil again. Okay, put some oil and do the scraping, general scraping around this area. This can promote the blood flow of the liver meridian, and this point is actually called the blood of C. Last point on the body is on the back. Actually, the back has a lot of meridian along the this spine. And the first thing, of course, we put on the oil. Always before scraping on the skin, directly put on the oil. And so here we have the 2 scapular bone. Okay, it's a triangle bone. So the corresponding point is roughly the 7th this spine. So number 7. So we can go down 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10 is actually the area for the liver. So it's roughly this area. Because for gua sha you don't have to be very precise. We can use the bigger gua sha board. So this actually corresponds to the space of the spine. So you can do it this way. And we can also focus on the side here. Okay, so if let's say you have some issue with the eyes, so we can, and if it's insufficient, like weak, like insufficient blood, we should do it gently and slowly. You know, don't do it too hard. So this area is the liver and gallbladder zone, which is related to the eye. The last point is on the this leg. So this is the acupuncture point. It's called Tai Chong. So you put your gua sha board, or actually finger also okay. You go on here. There's a slit, you know, until okay, there's a stop here. There's no more space to go forward. So this point is actually, especially if let's say some people that have very bad temper, that get angry very easily, and their eyes get red and itchy very easily. This is actually a sign of this liver fire or liver wind. So you can use this to massage to actually release the kind of fire in the liver. I mean, if it's pain, we can safely say that probably your temper is not very good. Like for myself, I can feel that it's quite pain. So okay, thanks for watching. Bye.